I just lied then because Rob just did that. So you guys are going to want to know about this.
Hell no. Absolutely not. They shouldn't get in compensation. Should they be paid after they left school? Absolutely not.
What? What?
Hell no.
Why are you so bitter, old black man? Why are you so bitter? So these
But
dudes.
the whole so funny. They asked him about the Nike money becoming a Nike coach. Did the coach be paid? Hell yeah, we should be paid.
Exactly. So it starts out talking about these dudes making like 25. If you can imagine this, college coaches making $25,000 a year at any point in life. $25,000 a year.
Are you just saying a year, just period?
Right, a year. And then here comes Sonny Vaccaro. Extra 10 G's, and they were buying the shoes. The school had to foot the bill for the shoes. So Sonny Vaccaro, he did what any businessman does. You supply a demand. Like, I'm a shoe salesman. At his core, that's what he is. He worked for the shoe company. How can I get these shoes as visible as possible, as much as possible? Put them on the players that are going to wear them all the time.
Yep.
Just put them on them. Like, whatever I got to do, I'm going to pay these coaches. They started out paying the coaches like 10 G's and outfitting all the kids with a couple pair of shoes. And then it became from a couple to like kids having like 50, 60 pair of shoes because like they shoes. They got some little kid in Taiwan making them for 3 cents an hour. You know, whatever. We can give them away for free because we're going to sell them to little black kids in the hood for $200 anyway and make the difference up. They didn't say any of this, but we all know that's what happens. So, yeah, this is me talking now. And by the time, like, it was, as the money began to grow, some of these coaches were making more money from, like, Nike than they were making from the universities that they work for. So, really, who do they work for? Well, you know, at this point, yeah, this whole coaching thing is my side gig. I'm a shoe peddler that happens to coach basketball.
But what was so amazing about that whole thing, of course, was the basketball camps that Sonny was running, and the only way that these college coaches could have access to these players, or you had to quote unquote be a Nike coach.
Yeah.
This
dude, he had it locked up. Yeah, he had Nike in the game, man. Because you remember coming out of the '80s, what was the big shoe? It was Adidas. You know, Run DMC was singing about Adidas. All the black kids was wearing Adidas. Nike wasn't what Nike is now, young kids and ladies and gentlemen. It just wasn't. And this documentary tells you how they got to that point. When it was time to start putting shoes on John Stockton and Charles Barkley and Jordan, my man was like, no. Sonny said, we got to get them everything. Everything that you have, Nike, give it to these players right now. Ain't no negotiation. Give them everything. Because now I've got this kid named Michael Jordan. You got to give him everything. He goes to Mike. He goes to Juanita. He goes to James. It's like, this is what's going to happen. You're going to have your own shoe. No, not your own pair of shoes. It's going to be some shoes with your name on it. You know, and like that sounds like nothing now to like a kid listening to me talk about this. There's nothing now. Everyone got their own shoe. No, we're talking about 1985 where you went and got some Nikes, like some Cortez Nikes, or you got some Uptown, some Dope Man Nikes or whatever. And that's what they were. But then Michael Jordan has his own shoe, his own Jordan. This is the part that tripped me out. When my man says, I can't wear those. Those are the devil's colors. What? Yeah.
Right.
Michael Jordan is really reconciled with old Satan over the years, hasn't he? To the tune of like $1 billion. That's amazing. Like, I wonder what he was thinking. Because that's the type of thing you say that, and then like you become like a 50-year-old man, you forget you even said it. And then I wonder if he looked at that last night and was like, damn. What kind of idiot was I? Those are the devil's colors.
A real one. One.
The devil was paying a lot of money, and he got a lot of it. I love the Chris Webber story, because we all have that story of the kid that always had everything, and he walks. You know who it was with us? Like this kid named Nathaniel Fripp. You know who Nathaniel Fripp is now. He's
Nate.
Yeah, he's a basehead now.
Nate,
But he was the guy in our class. Walked in with the Jordans, and everyone just stopped. Because when we was in 7th grade, so this is the ones with the crowns on them. You know, the ones with the little crowns on the shoelace holes. So we're looking like, oh my God. Then we all outside at gym because obviously Jordans make you jump higher. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Of course they do.
We discovered that in 6th grade because you go outside and somebody else got on some different shoes. You jump against them. And everybody like, yup, Nate jumped high. Damn sure did.
Oh yeah.
That was the test that we ran on the Jordans back in the day. So yeah, the Chris Webber story really resonated with me. I was like, yeah, I can feel you, dog. As a kid that didn't have name brand shoes, when you saw them Jordans, you was like, God, damn, I wish I was a robber.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What was also interesting, man, is them telling the story, because I was trying to think of like a young dude watching this and seeing Kobe wearing Adidas. Like, you know, some 18-year-old, 20-year-old kid don't remember that. We do. You know, you remember that because they had like Kobe and they had like T-Mac. They had remember Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett started wearing and ones. Remember he was an and one.
No, he wasn't. I thought he started out with Reebok and then went to and one.
Then Adidas.
But did he go Adidas then and one? Okay.
Or it was
and then he went back to it.
And then then Tim Duncan was with Adidas. He's always been with Adidas though. Tim Duncan's an Adidas guy. So yeah. This is stuff that we look at and was like, yeah, we know this, but I'm watching it through like the prism of like, what is some young kid watching this thinking? You know, because these are the dudes that stand in line all damn day waiting on Jordans to come out. Not us. Well, some of us. I'm not gonna say that. Some of us, but mostly it's these damn kids that's, you know, not eating lunch for 4 weeks or whatever, or they got a new job at McDonald's, saving up all their checks to go buy some $250 shoes. That's all they made this month. You know, all the money they made this month is gonna go into one pair of shoes. So it was just so, like, when they start getting into the business end of it, that's the part that had my ears perking up. It's like, because they kept using this term. Because I'm sitting there taking notes like I'm in class, B, for real. So all the stuff I'm talking about, I'm looking at it on my pad. Like this whole term that kept coming up. There's nothing illegal. Nothing illegal. Nothing illegal. You want to know why? Because the NCAA was benefiting from it. So of course it's not illegal. He's paying these coaches more than the schools are paying them. And look, when last time you seen Jim Boeheim in some Nikes, bruh? When last time you seen Big John in some Nikes? Yeah, all they doing is paying you to pimp these kids for the free ski. Ski.
Now, it was two things. It was two things in that documentary that really caught my eye. Number one, how dope those LeBrons would have been if he had a sign.
Right. They was hard. They was hard. They was all white with the red bubble. Yeah, those. They struck it.
LeBron messed up. Boy.
I wonder if somebody got those because they had to make a prototype.
No. Nobody got those shoes.
Like, man, somebody at Adidas has those. I mean, no, not somebody on the street, but like somebody at Adidas has those damn shoes, man.
Oh, you mean somebody at the company has?
Right, because they had to make a prototype, and somebody kept them things, like some janitor or somebody. You know, they was gonna throw them away or something. The janitor was like, taking these home. You gonna see them you gonna see it on Pawn Stars like in like 2 weeks. Watch.
These are the original LeBron prototype.
Right.
Yeah.
I give you $50 for them. What?
But the other thing that really, and it just shows like how, you know, it kind of went back to the thing that we've been talking about college play. I mean, these high school players going straight to the pros or whatnot.
Yeah.
It shows you why they did, like, the good part and the bad part. You know, and the good part being that they were, you know, kids getting money. Like I say, Kobe got $1 million to sign with Adidas.
$1 million a year for like 6 years.
And then, you know, T-Mac got a deal with Adidas coming out of high school.
Not only did he get a deal, his coaches, his high school coaches got money.
$900,000.
That's outstanding. That is outstanding.
You know, but then you find out that these dudes that transfer to these schools, like these private schools, all they do is go there and play basketball. Because when T-Mac started talking about school, he was like,
laughing. School? Like, it was like somebody told him the best joke ever.
Right. He was like, basketball, yeah, but school, like, work, you know. And so that was kind of messed up. And then you start seeing the effect that it had on these players that go to those kind of camps. Where you had the young man, I forget what his name was, but he played with Melo, LeBron, Fox, all these dudes.
And he was ranked higher than them.
He rated higher than everybody, so he decided to go pro out of high school. And he didn't get drafted.
Well, here's the thing about that. And I always talk about that. That's when real life starts. Because you didn't go pro and then not make any money. Like, he ain't go and play for free. He went over to Italy, got some
Right,
money.
but one of those, because I'm sure one of those shoe companies gave him a contract.
Right. So, yeah, you ain't play for free. Now it's time for real life to start. Like, when I hear stuff like that, I'm not feeling sorry for nobody. Real life has started. You want to go to school, use some of that money you made playing basketball. Now you can pay your own way to school. You ain't got to take out no high interest loans or nothing. You should have the bread. Go ahead and go back to school and get you an education now. And do it that way. Where now, when you get your degree, guess what? You get it free and clear without any loans attached to it. You got to get you a real job. Life starts now. You feel me? Yeah, it ain't like this dude didn't have no opportunity. Like if that's the worst story, yeah, sign me up. I'm there. If that's the worst one you could pick, because that's what they had to do for the documentary, to like show the other side. Yeah, what you did, you sold the side of a dude that still got money. He still got money. He might not have made it, because we had this argument one time about Kwame Brown, about him being a bust. I was like, well, Kwame Brown spent almost a decade in the league getting checks. So there's that. Yeah, sign me up for that part of being a bust.
Probably still getting checks.
Dude, the Kobe story was hilarious to me. How these dudes manipulated the draft. It was so crazy. Right. They're like, yeah, Kobe going back to Italy. Don't even mess with him. If you in New Jersey, you think you gonna get Kobe? He don't want to play. He don't want to play close to home. Man, these dudes just manipulated the draft. Told it, Kerry Kittles a nice player, but guess who he ain't? He's not the Mamba. He's not that guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was so eye opening to me too. I was like, man, like when T-Mac was like, yeah, I thought this dude was like in the mob. He kind of was. He's kind of a monster, dude. He might not have been attached to the Gambino family or any of that stuff, but as far as his arena, that shoe arena, yeah, Sonny was kind of a gangster, you know. Yeah. Oh, here's the other thing that was just mind boggling. The way these dudes, these summer league coaches, turn their teams into charity organizations by getting
and making it killing.
501c3 exemptions, which is the same thing the NCAA has done. Being a nonprofit that makes billions of dollars, that don't even add up. Yep. You're a nonprofit making billions of dollars. Dude talking about he was pulling up in his Bentley or his Porsche. I don't even remember which one. First of all, you got both of them, and you're a summer league coach. So the fact that you can't remember which one is beyond the point. The fact that you got both of them, coaching kids during the summertime. Yeah.
And what did they say? They were making like $685,000 a summer, and they were justified by saying they had bake sales and car wash.
Car wash. That dude was like, how many damn cars you wash? Exactly. Then you just talked about the T-Mac situation. I'm just going down my notes here because we only got like 2 more minutes, man. You talked about the kids that didn't make it. Good. We got past that. Oh, yeah. Sonny saying this dude cried about the LeBron situation. The fact that he told LeBron he's going to give him $100 million. And they came in with some like BS booty deal, and Nike was like, "No, Don't worry about it. We got you. We got you right here. $107 million for the next 7 years, LeBron. Here you go. Sign up." And I was like, "Damn! Think about how the shoe game changes if LeBron is an Adidas guy. Think about how the shoe. You think Kobe switches at that point and goes back to Nike if LeBron's on the team?
No, does KD sign with Nike?
Yeah, man. The game changes on that one dude. My man said he was on the plane
crying. That's what Sonny kept saying.
Right.
He said that he told Adidas. He was like, by not signing LeBron, y'all just feel y'all fake. Y'all just fix yourself.
I mean, they done all right. He said that they did all right. We talked about it earlier with the KG and the Tim Duncan and the Derrick Rose situation. They did all right, but they didn't do LeBron all right. The best player in the world all right. Yeah, man, you just hear these stories and like, damn, that's how it went down? To the point you got this grown man on the plane with his wifey shedding real tears. It was an outstanding documentary, ladies and gentlemen. It was outstanding, man. I advise we're not going to get through everything today, man, but yeah. I wrote down at the bottom of my notes too when Kanye says, and a white man get paid off all of that. On the record with Selena Johnson. Well, we met that white man last night. His name is Sonny Vaccaro.
Right.
He's the white man that Kanye was talking about because he got paid off of all of, like, he got mad about the little firing from Nike or whatever, but, it's Phil Knight. He's not going to let somebody else come in and have more power than him. You got to go. Bye. Anyway, man, it's been a good week. Sports Teams Podcast, Big Mike, Rob Calloway. Don't forget Spreaker.com. Check us out all weekend long on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Sports Teams Live. And you know what? We're going to see you guys on Monday. We're going to have some more good stuff to talk to you guys about. Have a good weekend, everybody.